Since the Modern Warfare 2 campaign is officially out, we have been able to test out some weapons inside of the campaign itself that we never had inside of the beta. Now, I'm a huge fan of weapons that aren't your normal guns. I really prefer weapons that are over the top and just a bit more creative with how they behave or look. And in today's video, I want to go over a really short list of some weapons that we kind of do know that are coming out and some weapons that we don't, and also in addition, some blueprints to some of these weapons, which I think will most likely be released inside of the game once it officially comes out. The first one that I want to talk about is a blueprint that you've probably seen on the internet for a while now, and that is because a lot of people speculated that this is going to be the gold camo. And the specific blueprint that I'm talking about is the AK-47 that you are able to get inside of a specific mission. Now you're also able to get a deagle, and these are basically part of the same set. Now the AK-47 has a really nice like gold tint to it with a bit of silver on it, and the reason I'm most definitely confident and sure that this is probably a blueprint is because the gold camo itself has leaked. Anyway, further on we can get onto more blueprints, and these two are specifically for the knife and are probably the coolest. And I'm saying that they're most likely for the knife is because we've seen this kind of pattern in the past where instead of introducing multiple different versions of the knife, they just implement blueprints, and we are going to be getting a normal combat knife in the game. But there's also in the very last mission, no spoilers, but you are able to craft yourself a glass knife. Now straight up, it's called a glass shiv, but it's really cool and something that really stood out to me. Now I thought this was going to behave as a throwing knife, but you can actually use it against enemies, and the thing with this is I'm almost certain that this will probably be a blueprint, and it's really cool. Now the reason I'm considering this really cool is because obviously it's a glass, but also how will the camos behave on it? It's something nice to think about, and if they don't actually release this as a weapon, it's a huge missed opportunity. And the next one is actually a box cutter knife, which again will probably be a blueprint just because the character is almost holding his hands exactly the same as he does with the glass knife, and I'm guessing also the knife itself. So that's pretty cool and exciting to see in the future. Now after those blueprints, we can get onto three weapons that in my opinion are probably the coolest ones that I'm really looking forward to. Again, as I said, I'm not a fan of just your normal pew pew guns, and that is the first one, the shield. Now we do know about the shield coming out. It's something that I'm really excited. It definitely looks a bit different from the shield that we had inside of Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard, and obviously shields are a bit controversial inside of Call of Duty because, you know, in multiplayer and Warzone you can just put them on your back and be protected, but what are we gonna do? The shield is coming out no matter what, and that will be probably a bit of a stressful but fun camo unlock on it. And the next one is a grenade launcher. Now the thing with this one, it's a huge possibility that this will just become an actual score streak, but I really hope that this actually does become a weapon. I'm not entirely sure if we ever got this kind of a grenade launcher in the past, but since I don't think we're getting anything similar to a noob tube 100%, this would be really cool to see. And the last one is probably my favorite, and that is the crossbow. I don't know why, but I just adore crossbows inside of games or any kind of like bow related topic. It's just more fun that you're not using an actual gun or bullets, you're just using like a bow and arrow or a crossbow obviously, or arrows themselves. And the thing with this is also that you probably have explosive rounds on these crossbows, and we've seen the crossbow return inside of Call of Duty quite a few times, and it's really nice to see that will be coming back. Now also on top of this, we have been able to test out multiple different weapons, but honestly they're all just normal guns. As I said, these are just more unique things that we've seen, and honestly no other blueprints or anything like that stood out to me inside of the actual campaign. But knowing Call of Duty, after like a few months of it being out, we will have the most ridiculous mastercrafts and stuff like that, but prior to that we were most likely going to be getting the glass knife, the gold weapon, the box cutter, and just other stuff that we've had in the campaign that is a bit underwhelming, hidden behind probably like a $10 to $20 price point. It is what it is, we live in a society. Anyway, that's going to be for the video. For more content in relation to Modern Warfare 2 campaign or Modern Warfare 2 overall, be sure to subscribe, be sure to drop a like